Okay, so we are going to go over problem solving investigation lesson 2 of chapter 13 on My Math volume 2. All right, strategy, solve a simpler problem. So yesterday we talked about perimeter and how to calculate that. If you weren't here for that, you can go back to yesterday's video. It's already on YouTube under Driffle Champions. All right, so learn the strategy. It takes Jasmine 2 minutes to ride her bike 1 block. How long does it take Jasmine to ride her route? Shown 3 times. So what you want to do is you want to make these into 2 blocks. Okay? So you have 1 complete one here and 1 here. All right? And so you want to figure, so this is 2, this is 2, what's the other side here? Show me with your fingers. So whatever this is, it's the same on the opposite. So this would be 2 also, okay? So if this is 2 on this side, what is it on this side? Well, this one says 4. Okay, so if this part is 2, this is 2, altogether it's 4. Okay, all this is 4. So you know what, I'm going to just erase this one. We'll use this number as 1. So this is 4, this is 4, this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, and that's 2. And this whole side is 4. But if you were to cut it, you would see here's 2, and here's 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, okay? So what facts do you know? It takes Jasmine how many minutes to ride her bike 1 block? So it takes Jasmine 2 minutes to ride her bike 1 block. So there it is right there, okay? So you're gonna put that here. What do you need to find? Well, what's the question? Let's box the question. How long does it take Jasmine to ride the route shown? How many times? 3. So whatever, we're going to add these up, and then we got to figure out 3 times doing that. So that means you're going to hopefully, show me with your hands, are we going to be multiplying? Or, how do we put dividing? Let's go dividing like this. Hopefully you're saying multiplying. Okay. I will solve a simpler problem to find the answer. Okay, so she's going to solve by adding all the sides together. So it's, I don't know where they start. 2, 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 4, plus 4. Okay? So if you add that all together, you get 16. So total number of blocks Jasmine rides 1 time is 16 blocks. But she doesn't do this once. She does it how many times? 3. So we need to multiply how many that is. So it's 2 minutes. Well, we're going to take that 16 and you're going to multiply it by 48. I'm sorry. That's not working for me. 16 and times it by 3. So you're going to go 16 times 3, or you can add it like this, right? Because 16 times 3 is the same as 16 plus 16 plus 16. So what do we get? You get 48. There it is. Okay. So she rides 48 blocks. So they want to know, how long does it take her to do it? Well, each time she rides a block, it's 2 times. So 2 times 48. So the total is 96. So is this a hard problem? No, you all know how to add and multiply. Is it a little tricky, a little thinking? Yes. So just make sure you concentrate on that. So it takes Jasmine how many minutes? So remember, we were looking for the minutes, not the blocks. So the minutes are 96 minutes. Does your answer make sense? Yes, explain. Well, as long as the math is done correctly, you understood the problem, your answer should be correct. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead to the back here. I'm going to skip the practice strategy. I'm going to go right into the apply the strategy, okay? Because of time. All right, so Clarissa has 4 pictures that are each the size of the one shown. Okay, so she has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and here's the size of this one, 5 by 3. So this one would be 5 by 3, 5 by 3, 5 by 3. Okay. What will the perimeter of the rectangle for? Okay, so what are we going to be looking for? Perimeter. If the 4 pictures are laid end to end. Okay, so that means that this is 5, this is 5, this is 5. What is the side here? Show me with your fingers. Show me with your fingers. I'm going to scroll down so I can see quickly. All right, a lot of you have a 3 up. That's correct. Very good. Okay, so we should have a 3 here. And then, of course, whatever's on the opposite, if it's the same size, is the same number. So these are all going to be 5s. So remember, how do we figure perimeter? You what? You add. Okay? So I like to shortcut wherever I can. So we all know how to skip count by 5s, don't we? So what we want to do is we want to skip count by 5s. Okay? So let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20. Forget the 3 for right now. 25, 30, 35, 40. I think I did that right. If I didn't, I should do it one more time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So all the 5s equal 40. And 3 plus 3 equals, show me with fingers. 6. So now you're just going to add these together and you get 46. So, so what is the perimeter? P equals 46. And what's the unit they're using? The measurement? IN stands for inches, not ins. Okay? Everybody got that? Okay, let's do the next one. Mr. and Mrs. Lopez are putting square tiles on the floor in their bathroom. They can fit 6 rows of 4 tiles in the bathroom. How many tiles do they need to buy? If each costs $5, what is the total cost? So you have, circle the question so you remember. This one is asking for 2 answers. So you got to remember to make sure you're going to answer both questions, okay? Real important. All right. So, how would we do this? Okay. So we know their bathroom is a rectangle. If I'm drawing, you're drawing, right? And they can fit 6 rows of 4 tiles. So they're going to put 6 rows and they're going to put 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. I need one more. And then each one will have 4. It doesn't have to be perfect. Good enough. Okay, now remember, what did we learn about this? This is like a multiplication chart. So this is really 4 times 6, right? And what is 4 times 6? Hi, Sophia. So they need 24 tiles, okay? So we're not doing area per se, but we know we need 24 tiles, okay? Because they're not asking about the area, they just want to know how many tiles they need, and this is how you would calculate it. So how many tiles do they need to buy? So they need 24 tiles. Now, each costs $5. So what is the cost? So let's put a semicolon. And we know that they need 24 and each costs $5. So I'm going to go ahead and do the math there. I'm going to give you a 10-second head start to do this math. Remember, the 5 needs to first dance with the ones place, 4, and then the 2. Don't forget to regroup if you need to. Okay. All right, so 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. So it should cost them about $120. You guys get that correct? If you didn't get it correct, please correct it now. Okay, next one. Ling is putting up a wallpaper border. Okay, Ling is putting up a wallpaper border on 3 walls that are each 14 feet long and 12 feet tall. How many feet of wallpaper border will she use if she puts the border only at the top of the wall? All right, so let's go ahead and box in the question. All right, so Ling is putting up a wallpaper border on 3 walls. Okay, so here's the wall that are 14 feet long. So 14 feet and 12 feet tall. But she has how many of these? She has 3 walls the same, okay? How many feet of wallpaper border will she use if she puts the border only at the top of the wall? So is she going to go around the whole entire wall with border? Show me. No. She's just going to do the top. She just wants to put border here. Okay? But she has 3 of these walls. So how much border does she need? How would we do that? Are we going to be adding? How many of you think we need to add? Should we multiply? Does anyone think we should be dividing here? Anybody think we should be dividing? Subtracting? No. Okay, so if you want to add, you can add. What would you be adding? 14 plus 14 plus 14. Okay? Or you can use multiplication. Okay? So you can either add the 14 or you can multiply 14 times 3. Okay? Go ahead and do that really quick if you haven't. Okay, so 4 times 3 is 12, and 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So she needs 42 feet of border. Okay? How many of you got that right? Give me a thumbs up if you got that right. Good job. Okay. All right, last one. Plan your solution. Taikisha is placing 72 photographs in an album. She will put the same number of photos on each of 6 pages. She can put 4 pictures in each row. How many rows will be on each page? Okay, so we know she has 72 photos, right? So this is the total. Okay, and she has a photo album, and that's a book in which you place photos in. I'm not sure people use those much today since we all have digital files, but you know, some families might still have them. All right, so anyway, she will put the same number of photos on each page, on each of 6 pages. So she has 6 pages. And she can put 4 pictures in each row. How many rows will be on each page? Okay, she will put the same number of photos on each of 6 pages. She can put 4 pictures in each row. So let's draw that out because I'm having a little trouble visualizing. Okay, so let's say this is the photo album page. She has 6 of these. She'll put the same number of photos on each of 6 pages. She can put 4 pictures in each row. Okay, I'm getting a little confused with that. She can put 4 pictures in each row. How many rows will be on each page? Okay, so if she can put 4 pictures, and she only needs 6 pages. So, 6 times something makes 72. So that is the question. Does 6 times something make 72? There it is right there. This is Jerry's old multiplication chart, but here it is. Look at 6 and our total 72. There it is right there. So how many photos can she fit on each page? 12. Okay, so that means she can only make 3 rows, because if you can only put 12 photos on a page, okay, how many rows will be on each page? So how many rows? 1, 2, 3. So it's 12 photos per page. And we have 4 in each row. That means we can only have 3 rows. Okay? So how many rows will be on each page? 3 rows. All right? That one was a little tricky, but you have to just do your best and try. Okay, all right. Let's take a look at the back. I have a few more minutes. I do want to help you as much as I can with this. All right. So the back page is continuing, review the strategies. So here's the strategies. Always go back to that. So solve a simpler problem, draw a picture, make a table, guess, check, and revise. So these are the strategies to solving any problem. not just this one. Okay, but I am not going to have time to go through this with you, so I'm going to just ask you to do the best you can. What is the parameter of the 8th figure of this pattern? So as you can notice, there's only 4. So they want you to visualize this getting bigger, but as you can see, this is just growing by 1 on each side. It's growing by 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom, okay? So this one has 1, 2, this one has 1, 2, 3, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't look at it as a whole box. Look at it, how is it growing? So 1, 2, and this one has 1, 2, 3, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm noticing 2 things. They're squares for 1, okay, which means this number on top going across is the same as going down, okay? So you want to figure, well, what would it be in the 8th figure? Okay, so, well, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. So what do you how many do you think are going to be on the 8th figure? Your 8th figure is going to be 8 and 8. So it's going to have 8 over here and 8 over here. Okay, so then they want to know the parameter. So you 8, 8, and 8. So there you go. I've already set that up for you. Okay, Marcos is making 3 tile pictures. He uses 310 green tiles to make each picture. He uses 50 fewer red tiles than green tiles for each picture. How many red and green tiles does he use in all? Well, we know he's using 310 of the green, but he's using 50 fewer red. So you just got to subtract that. So this is for green, and whatever you get here will be your red. Okay? And then take these 2 numbers and add them up. 7, a type of bacteria doubles in number every 12 hours. Okay? After 2 days, there are 48 bacteria. How many bacteria were there at the beginning of the first day? All right, do your best on that one. A type of bacteria doubles. So here's your key word, doubles in number every 12 hours. So how many hours are in 1 day? 1 day equals 24 hours. So 12 hours equals half a day. Okay? So that means after 2 days, there are 48 bacteria. How many bacteria were there at the beginning of the first day? So remember, they double every 12 hours. Okay? So you want to break this up by 4. All right? Martel had boxes he was stacking. Each was 2 feet high. If he stacks 3 boxes, by the way, this one's might be a little tough, so do your best. See what you can come up with. 2 feet high. If he stacks 3 boxes on top of each table that is 3 feet high, what will the total height of the boxes on the table be? So picture boxes being on a table. Okay, so here's your table. Okay, and the table is already 3 feet. Then you go and stack 2 feet of boxes. Okay, what will the total height of the boxes and the table be? Add these up, 3 and 2. All right, that's it. All right, I hope you do well and do your best, and I hope this helps.